Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll show you some tips and tricks when working in pocket recognition. If we take a look again at this part, remember we have pockets here that have fillets on the very floor. Let's see exactly how we can actually machine out these fillets in pocket recognition. Now, when I work in this pocket, I'm going to work with a bullnose tool that has a 3mm radius on the corner. We'll start a pocket recognition operation, and when I create my geometry this time, I won't use the option of solid body. Instead, I'll use the option of face. All I have to do right now is just click on that one face over there, and that's it. I'm going to choose my tool, and you'll note that the tool that I'll be choosing will be a 10mm bullnose tool with a 3mm radius. Now, let's go back to geometry, and I'd like to go into modify geometry. In modify geometry, let's concentrate on the area of fillet. In this particular case, we're going to show two different options. One, if I only want to do one pass around the fillet, all I have to do is click on fillet by one profile cut, and that's it. In my technology field, all I have to do is click on finish wall. I can go into my link and set up my lead in and lead out any way I'd like to. I'm just going to use arc in this particular case and run my simulation. As you can see, the tool is going to go in and work directly on that corner, and that is finished. Now, what if I want to work on this radius, but I do not want to take it in one step? Rather, I'd rather do it in several down steps on this radius itself. What I can do is as follows. We'll go back to our modified geometry, and let's first get rid of fillet by one profile cut and replace that with ignore floor fillets. Next, we'll go to our technology field, and we'll go into our rest material chamfer and choose the option of rest. In our rest field, we'll change our milling type to a round profile, and our previous diameter, we can write anything that's larger tool that we're using now. So since I'm using a 10mm tool, I'll just put in a value of 11mm. Now, let's go back to our levels. And I'm going to choose my upper level directly from the part over here at the top of the radius as shown over here. Now what I'm going to do is have my step down, and I'm going to set my step down at every millimeter. Now when I do save and calculate and run my simulation, what you'll see is as follows. The tool will go down and make its first pass at the top over there, and then step down every millimeter as shown over here as well until it finishes the bottom of that part. Now let's go back to our first operation where we did all our rough cuts at the very beginning. And we'll go down to our levels. In our levels area, we have something here called equal step down, which will actually divide them equally as the step downs as it goes down equally. And we also have here something called adaptive step down. Adaptive step down is very simple. You'll note that we have different depths of our pockets. We have a pocket depth over here and one over there, down there, and so on the part itself. Now, if these floors fall in between every 3mm, by clicking on adaptive step down, it'll stop and also clean those floors as well. If I were to remove that, then it'll just do every 3mm, and if a floor falls in between them, it will not go directly on that floor. Rather, it'll skip down to the next step that it needs to work on. So, by clicking on this, which in most cases I would use that, just click on it, save and calculate, and then it would machine every single floor to their exact depth. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.